Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again here on YouTube. Been a while since I've done a WCW pay-per-view collection video, so I'm going to focus on Super Brawl today and show you my official VHS releases and custom DVD and Blu Ray pay-per-views. So from Super Brawls 1 to 11, let's kick things off with the VHS UK release of Super Brawl 1, which features Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Match of the Year on the cover. World Tag Team Championship match between the Steiner brothers and Sting and Lex Luger. Plus, this also contains the match between Ric Flair and Tatsumi Fujinami for the World Heavyweight Championship, and much more. So yeah, this is the first independent video release here in the UK. 15 certificate. Comes with the cool little sticker. It's official, £2 off. I know it's a bit worn, but you know, what do you expect from a near 30, well, over 30-year-old VHS tape now? So looking at that, where it says the offer closes, it has the date stamp of 1993. So yeah, 33 years old. Absolutely crazy. Here's the spine and the back and the screenshots. We'll open it up and we'll have a look at the inside, the interior artwork, and the Super Brawl tape. And you know it's official as well when it has the printed name of the tape on the bottom and the codes and everything else. When it's blank on the bottom, I usually think to myself that it could be a possible fake, because there's still lots of those doing their rounds on eBay and stuff, which is very unfortunate to collectors. You get robbed out of like £30-40, $50 or whatever a time, when you got some sad fuck who's there with 2 VHS recorders, putting their official copy in, then copying to another one, and then sending it out to collectors as a stupid bootleg copy. Sad and pathetic, in my opinion, but it happens. But yeah, that's Super Brawl 1 VHS tape. Super Brawl 1's DVD upgrade, which was a custom, obviously, never got an official DVD or Blu-ray release, should I say. And this one has the cover artwork with Ric Flair and Tatsumi Fujinami, and the subtitle "Return from the Rising Sun." Similar screenshots, and probably the text is exactly the same as the VHS version, which it looks very identical, so I'm assuming it is. Same as the runtime details and everything else, 110 minutes, yep. The screenshots are pretty much the same, but just the bottom two, or the middle and the bottom one, have been swapped around. But yeah, it's all good. And obviously the subtitle on the, instead of calling the custom DVD Super Brawl 1, we just have Super Brawl Return from the Rising Sun. So yeah, that's the first Super Brawl. I didn't get a Blu-ray upgrade for this one. I may do in the future. If I do, I'll probably end up getting rid of the custom DVDs. And I know I was pissing and moaning about bootlegs just now, but if you want it as a bootleg, as some people would call it, I call them custom, when, you know, the artwork's been put together nicely, and so is the DVD itself. Can't remember if I showed you the disc. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I can appreciate that then, because I've chose to have that as a custom, or some people call them bootlegs. But when you order something and you think it's an official VHS tape of WCW, for example, and then you get sent some fucking knockoff Nigel shit, then obviously you're going to be pissing and moaning to yourself, why did I do that? Why did I waste £40 fucking pounds on a VHS tape and it's fake. And then you've got to try and argue with eBay and prove it to them that it's fake and get your money back and risk trying to buy another copy from a different seller. And what makes it worse, it's happened to me a few times where I've purchased a VHS tape for WCW and it's different to the one pictured in the description and everything else. And that's usually what wins the argument when you've got to prove your point to eBay to get your refund and everything else. But, what's pictured should be what's sent to you. And the UK releases that were mail order from 1996 to 1999, 23 different tapes in all from WCW, they are the ones that are usually more expensive, and the price just goes up and up on those, and there's lots and lots of fake ones of those doing the rounds, so be wary of that as well, guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish the complete collection of 23 of those because of that problem, and I probably never will now. Anyway, moving on. Superbrawl 2 VHS UK release. Best friends, now bitter rivals, brawl for it all. Sorry. So we have Luger and Sting. Also Ravishing Rick Rude, the Steiners, Arn Anderson, Flying Brian Pillman, and many, many more stars of WCW. Again, this is first independent release here in the UK with a PG certificate. There's the spine, and try and open the case. They're pretty tough to get into. Again, with the same interior artwork as the first Superbrawl, with adverts for Halloween Havoc, Chamber of Horrors, Starcade 89 Future Shock, Starcade 90 Collision Course, and Capital Combat 90. And obviously details there if you want to pause and read, guys. If I can get the light to stop reflecting onto it. There we go. And the tape itself. Again, look for the, if you're a collector and you want to collect these or whatever, look for the details on the bottom with the printed name, Superbrawl. You just make out the brawl there. 2 with this kind of sticker on as well, and a code. And for the back of this, we have the screenshots again on the left hand side, followed with the VHS content on the right hand side. Runtime of 128 minutes. 120 minutes, beg your pardon, sorry guys. Also managed to get a custom DVD upgrade kind of for this. And again, this is pretty much the same cover artwork. And spine as well, matching pretty much. And I'm pretty certain the back's the same as well, which is pretty cool. Just to confirm the matching runtime of 120 minutes, yep. And the disc for that one, guys. Superbrawl 2 from 1992. I may have to move these in a minute, guys. I'll see how I get on. Next up, VHS tape for Superbrawl 3, which was also a UK release from First Independent. All first three Superbrawls were released on VHS in the US as well, I do believe, US territories. But obviously all mine are UK, because I'm from England, so it makes sense. So we have the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith's debut appearance, and there he is on the cover artwork there, one of the main pictures. And then at the bottom we have Sting and Big Van Vader with a piece of rope between them, or a belt or something, pulling on it, tug of war style. We have Barry Windham versus the Great Muta for the NWA Championship advertised at the bottom as well. And yeah, it makes for a pretty good VHS cover. And there's the back. This time they've moved the screenshots to the right hand side and the VHS information to the right hand side, 117-minute runtime. Tape. And the insert's different this time, guys. It's got more of a selection for the WCW first independent UK release library, all complete with serial numbers under each, with the title, description, 12 action-packed videos of Ultimate Destruction. Complete your collection now. And then all the details at the bottom there, where to get them from. It's always good to go back and look at this kind of thing, if you know, just to appreciate the nostalgia and everything else, and you know, good memories of everything. Sorry, I'm just having a difficult time trying to close that case. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and then I had a, which is pretty much exactly the same cover for the custom, again, DVD. Disc. And screenshots and description on the back. Now, interestingly, we move on to Superbrawl 4 next. And to my knowledge, Superbrawl 4 never got an official release in any kind of form of physical media on VHS or anything. So no VHS release in the United States territories and worldwide. Apparently no release at all for it. But luckily, I managed to get a custom DVD of it, and it has Big Van Vader and Ric Flair on the cover artwork. For the first time in WCW history, 2 Thunder Cage main events. And if I've got this information wrong, I do apologise to you now, guys. But yeah, I was told this never got a VHS tape release at all. And this is the first of 2 Super Brawls that didn't get a VHS release, but we'll get to the other one a little later in the video. So yeah, Flair versus Vader, World Heavyweight title Thunder Cage match. And the other Thunder Cage match was Sting, Brian Pillman and Dustin Rhodes taking on Steve Austin, Rick Rude and Paul Orndorff. Got the Nasty Boys versus Cactus Jack and Max Payne for the World Tag Team Championship. Television Championships on the line as Arn Anderson takes on Steven Regal. Got Johnny B. Bad against Jimmy Garvin. Diamond Dallas Page against Terry Taylor. The Equalizer versus Jim Still. Harlem Heat versus Thunder and Lightning. And this has a 180-minute runtime. So yeah, guys, Superbrawl 4 in a physical media form of some sort. Move on to Superbrawl 5 next. So this is the VHS release first of all. This isn't a UK VHS tape. This is a German one, I do believe. So we have Hulk Hogan and Vader on the cover artwork there. Bonus exclusive footage of the Nasty Boys on vacation. And yeah, this one never got an official UK release. So this is, like I said, a German release. Also got released in the United States territories. It's a bit sun faded there. As you can see, there was a sticker there that was bugging me for a long time, so I carefully peeled it off. I just didn't like it there, like some sort of rental sticker, and that's why like one half's like sun fade and the other half isn't, in case you guys are wondering. We got Hulk Hogan at the top there as well. And I know this case has seen better days as well. But again, these tapes are 30 years old, so it's to be expected. And we have Hulk Hogan versus Vader for the world title. Sting and Randy Savage taking on Big Bubba and Avalanche in a grudge tag match. World Tag Team title match between the Nasty Boys and Harlem Heat. And Dustin Rhodes versus Blacktop Billy. Dave Sullivan versus Kevin Sullivan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan against Bunkhouse Buck. And Alex Wright versus Paul Roma. And then we got an awesome screenshot of Hulk Hogan delivering the big boot to Vader there. And a runtime of, can I see it on here anywhere? No, guys, I'm sorry, I can't see a runtime on that one. But yeah, I'll quickly show you guys the tape as well. Again, these fucking tape boxes, so annoying. And this is pretty cool because there's usually a sticker here on these kind of VHS tapes, but this is printed on the actual cassette itself to make it official, which is absolutely cool in my opinion, and you know, gives it that authenticity and everything else. It doesn't have anything written on the bottom, printed on the bottom, no text or anything, but this kind of makes up for that, if that makes sense, guys. But yeah, as I can make out, it was an ex-rental. I got it from I think I got this from a guy from Facebook Market page. Yeah, a wrestling page years and years ago. But yeah, Superbrawl 5 from 1995, VHS tape, German version to my knowledge. And the custom DVD, exactly the same cover. Without the sun fade spine as well, I should say. And yeah, it's exactly the same back details and everything else. That one have a runtime. Again, that one doesn't have a runtime. Or if it does, it might be in German. So my apologies for that. But yeah, good stuff. Superbrawl 6 from 1996 never got a UK release on VHS tape. It did get released in the US and other territories. But here's the custom DVD of it. So we have Hogan, Savage and the Giant. So the Giant and Hulk Hogan on the front there. Good and evil collide in a battle of epic proportions. Sorry guys. And I like how the logo's changed over the years from being like an orangey red colour and then going to blue, like a dark blue, black kind of colour here in 1996. I'm guessing the cover artwork for this was based on the US release. 180-minute runtime. Steel cage world title match between Ric Flair and Randy Savage. We got Hogan versus the Giant in a no time limit, no DQ death match. Sting and Lex Luger taking on Harlem Heat for the WCW Tag Team Championship, plus many more matches. And that's Superbrawl 6. Superbrawl 7 did get a UK VHS tape release, but it was a mail order exclusive. And unfortunately, I didn't get that one because, again, the issue with the bootlegs and the piracy or whatever you want to call it going on with those tapes, and if I was to buy it, I want it official. I don't want some fucking rip-off shit, you see what I mean? And I know it's kind of ironic I say that when I've got a custom DVD upgrade of it. And this is what the cover artwork would have looked like for both the US and UK versions releases of this Superbrawl 1997. And the logo, as you can see, has gone black now, which is pretty cool. Got Roddy Piper and Hollywood Hogan on the cover artwork there, and these mail order UK exclusive ones have the metallic kind of border around the front with the bolts, nuts and bolts, and then the WCW logo at the top. If you guys were ever to try and get the VHS release of this. And here's the back. So Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper. We've got the Outsiders taking on the Giant and Lex Luger for the World Tag Team Championship. The Cruiserweight Championship on the line as Dean Malenko took on Six. Free-for-all match, Conan, La Parka and Villano 4, beg your pardon, sorry. Taking on Super Calo, or Kalo, if you want to pronounce it that way. Juventud, Guerrero and Cyclope, I can never fucking pronounce his name. And then we got various other matches at the bottom there with Prince Iaukea taking on Rey Mysterio Jr., Diamond Dallas Page against Chris Jericho. Public Enemy versus the Faces of Fear versus Harlem Heat. Steve Mongo McMichael versus Jeff Jarrett. Chris Benoit with Woman taking on Kevin Sullivan and with Jacqueline, sorry. And there's the screenshots for that one. Super Brawl 8 again did get a UK release, but I don't have it on VHS for the same reasons as I already explained earlier. Mail order exclusive again. And there we go with the back to the red logo. And a bit of a spoiler cover there with Scott Steiner joining the NWO. So we had Hogan versus Sting for the world title. The Outsiders taking on the Steiners for the World Tag Team Championship. We had Luger versus Randy Savage. We had US title match DDP versus Chris Benoit. Steve McMichael against Davey Boy Smith. Juventud Guerrera versus Chris Benoit for the Cruiserweight strap. Bill Goldberg versus Brad Armstrong. La Parka versus Disco Inferno. Television title matches. Booker T versus Perry Saturn and Booker T versus Rick Martel. And that, guys, is Super Brawl 8. Yeah, it is 8. Sorry, guys, I was losing count then. So next up we have... Yes, so I would have had to have showed you the Super Brawl 99 or Super Brawl 9. Yeah, Super Brawl 9 would have been next. I was confusing myself. So I'm going to have to move forward a little bit and show you Super Brawl Twin Classic Set Blu Ray upgrade of Super Brawl 9 and Super Brawl 2000. So Super Brawl 9 did get a UK release, as did the 2000. I'll cover the VHS release of 2000 with you in a second. I don't have 9 again for the same reason as I explained. 97's Super Brawl 7 and Super Brawl 8. So yeah, this is a Twin Classics Super Brawl 9 and Super Brawl 2000, or Super Brawl 10 if you will, upgrade, because I was trying to reduce the amount of space I was using up with them, and that's why I decided to twin those up together. Go for this Blu-ray upgrade. And there's the matches from both, a handful of matches from both pay-per-views on this one, which is pretty cool. As I said, I don't have the VHS release for Super Brawl 9, but it did get a UK release. I do have Super Brawl 2000s, aka WCW Super Brawl 10 or 2000. It's getting confusing now, isn't it? But yeah, a freeway dance for heavyweight gold. This is a Warner Brothers release this time instead of First Independent, who released the first 3 Super Brawls in the UK. So in the UK, we went without, from Super Brawl 4 all the way to Super Brawl 6 that didn't get a release. But then Super Brawl 7, 8 and 9 were mail order exclusive in the UK. And then Super Brawl 2000 was the last VHS to get released from WCW for Super Brawl in the UK and worldwide, because Super Brawl 11, which we'll get to in a second, never got an official VHS tape release at all. And we open it up, and this is what I like to see, guys. So we have still sealed copy of Super Brawl 2000, and sadly nothing in the inside interior for that one. But yes, that's pretty cool, I think. I'm going to put that one there a second and show you my Super Brawl Revenge from 2001 Blu-ray custom. As I said, this never got a VHS release anywhere worldwide, because obviously the company went out of business. And the last official release was Superbrawl 2000, I do believe. And that only got released in the US and Australia as well, I think. So yeah, there's the matches for this one. So really happy to have that one. And that's all 11 of my Superbrawl pay-per-views from WCW on official VHS releases and custom DVDs and Blu-rays. Let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this video today. Sorry, I got a bit confused with some of the Superbrawl numbers there towards the end. So yeah, sorry about all the stuttering and in and in there. But yeah, I appreciate talking to you guys in the comments. Like, subscribe, and everything else. And I'll catch you again soon for another video. Stay safe and goodbye for now.